Greetings everyone, this is Angie aka Manifesting Queen, back to you with another video. And thank you everyone who has inboxed me regarding my video about how to break curses with water. I decided, since I did come down with a cold, I would go ahead and share some free information and a free ritual on how to heal the body faster using water and charging that water in the sunlight with copper. Okay. Now, the video that you see is something I did extra. You guys don't have to do all that. All you have to really do is put your intention into the water and place it in the sunlight. And you can take a copper penny and put a copper penny underneath the water. And excuse me because my nose is stuffy, you guys. So, and I also want to say this, when I say rituals, I'm not saying like you have to practice like sorcery or anything like that. Ritual is just basically something that you do, as routine or whatever. Okay. Christmas is a ritual. Birthdays are rituals. So yes, Christians, you guys can do this because this is actually based on scientific facts. Okay. And if you don't believe me, everything I'm talking about, you can look it up for yourself. Google is free. Use it and see what I'm talking about. Okay. So it's nothing demonic to do this ritual. Okay. All you're doing is using the energy from the sun and water, okay, to purify. And then also, you're basically programming your water. And there is another scientific study that I showed you guys on my previous video. Go back and watch that video where words actually do have power. And this is actually a scientific fact. There was a study done where a guy wrote on water. He wrote on water and then he froze it and placed it under a microscope. And it literally shows that water can transmute. So whatever you say to water, it will transmute into that. Okay. So all you're using is the power of spoken word, which is mentioned in the Bible as well. Speak those things that are not as though they are, and so it will be. Okay. So there's nothing demonic. You're not praising. You're not worshiping the water. You're not worshiping the sun. You're just simply using those energies. Okay. And that's when I say rituals, that's what I'm talking about. When I say manipulating energy, that's what I'm talking about. I'm basically mastering the elements and getting the elements to work for me. Okay. Which is not demonic because even the Bible tells you you can speak to a mountain. And if you believe that mountain's going to move, it's going to move. All right. And, another thing is a lot of people say, oh, they think it's hocus pocus. Okay. Well, if this is hocus pocus, right, then why is it that, Starbucks and all these other people are practicing magic on you guys? Okay. If you look up the symbol that is on the Starbucks logo, you will come to find out that that is actually a goddess, a Greek goddess that they used. Okay. The original Starbucks logo was from the image of a twin-tailed mermaid, or you can call her Siren. Okay. Greek mythology, and I'm reading this from the computer. Greek mythology has it that sirens lured sailors to shipwreck off the coast of an island in the South Pacific, also sometime referred to as Starbucks Island 5. The logo was used by the original Starbucks founder to lure coffee lovers from everywhere. So that's magic. That's using sigil magic. Okay. Symbolism is everywhere. The Monster, that Monster energy drink, they're performing magic on you. Google it and look up what that means. Okay. That actually has 666 in it. It's basically like it's satanic. Okay. So, basically words have power. And what I did here was I just wrote what I want the water to do. Okay. So if you are sick, you can write love, healing, and you could write healthy. So on this one, I put love, health, beauty, and grateful. Okay. And so what's going to happen is the water is going to transmute into those molecules. And so remember, your body is 70% water. So when you drink this water, okay, and it gets inside your DNA, now remember, water is alive. And if you don't believe me, look up that study from, I think his name is Dr. Hamosho or Hamodi or something like that. I'll put the name down in the video and you guys can look it up for yourself. But water can actually program itself. So basically what you're doing with this is you're programming the water and then you're drinking the water. Okay. Now using the sun energy, that has healing properties too, because what is the name of it? Hold on, I'm looking it up right now. Okay, it's called SODIS. Okay, SODIS. Y'all could look this up as well. Solar water disinfection. It's an age-old method touted by the World Health Organization for areas where access to clean water is limited. UV rays in the sunlight tear apart the microbes to make the water safe to drink. Okay, so everything I'm telling you is based off of science. So don't think it's some hocus pocus voodoo stuff. All right. Well, there's nothing wrong with voodoo, but for the Christians out there who are watching this video who think what I'm saying when I say rituals is meaning I'm saying something demonic or I'm doing something demonic, that's not so. I don't worship anything outside of myself. So, because God is in me, He is in me, so therefore I don't need to go outside anything and worship anything. All right. All I do is use elements to work in my favor because I was made in the image of God, which means I have His powers. He's given me His powers. Okay. So I don't worship anything outside of myself. Okay. Now let me go back to this. So you can also, if you want to make this water even stronger, you can add lime to it and a little bit of Celtic sea salt or Himalayan sea salt. So what the lime juice does is it cuts down the amount of time necessary to disinfect the water. Okay, because if you put it in the sunlight, you would have to leave it for 6 hours. But if you put the lime in it, it will so any type of contaminants that are in the water. So this is really a good way to disinfect water if you don't have a distiller or a reverse osmosis system. You can just place the water from your tap into the sunlight and it will purify the water for you. And then by adding the limes, it will naturally alkalize your water for you. And it will also kill any parasites or anything that are in the water. Okay. Because lime contains a chemical compound called psoralens. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's psoralens. Okay. And studies have shown that it kills pathogens in the blood and also in water. Many fruits and vegetables, including citrus, have psoralens in it. So the hack is not specific to limes. With common ingredients and some sunlight, it becomes an effective way to disinfect. Okay. And you guys can look that study up too. All you got to do is research the word SODIS. Okay. Now the copper is very beneficial too, because it has a lot of health properties as well. Okay. So copper is a good tonic for the liver, spleen, and lymphatic system. It helps in maintaining digestive health, stimulates your brain, produces melanin pigmentation of the eyes, hair, and skin in our bodies. It helps in absorption of iron in the body. It kills harmful bacteria in water. It regulates the function of the thyroid gland. It relieves aches and pains caused due to swollen joints, like in the cases of arthritis. It slows down the aging process. It helps regulate blood pressure, heart rate, and lowers one's cholesterol and triglycerides. It also heals wounds faster. And so this is based off of scientific facts. And you could look it up. All you got to do is Google health benefits of copper. Okay. Now, the spiritual aspects of copper include, according to myths, copper has the ability to conduct spiritual energy back and forth between individuals, crystals, auras, the mind, and the spirit world. Okay. It is also believed that copper has the power to amplify thoughts when sending and receiving psychic communications. So it basically amplifies things. So when you're putting your intention into this water and you have the copper around the water, it's going to get that information out faster. Okay, now this is based on the spiritual aspect of it, okay? Copper is also quite instrumental in the physical and mental healing rites of many people of this world. Medicinally, copper has been used for thousands of years. Ancient cultures recognized copper as a healing mineral. Copper was found useful for its healing powers both internally and externally. It is still used in the treatment of wound and skin disease, as well as internal disease, anemia, cancer, arthritis, and heart disease. It is also used for its healing properties in improving circulation of blood, increasing energy, and detoxifying the body. Copper is considered a mineral to increase energy and mental alignment. In legend, copper is said to be the metal of the god Hermes, who facilitates metal and uses it with a quick wit. Okay, so that is basically it. I just wanted to share a quick way that you can speed up healing in the body. If you're suffering with depression, you can write a note, or you can actually get like some sticky notes and write down what you want the water to do. So if you're dealing with depression, you can write gratefulness, happiness, peaceful. You can write all those things on the water, okay? If you're dealing with sickness, you want to put healthy, healing water. You want to use words like that: love, appreciation, positive energies, okay? And it will actually transmute the cells in the water, okay? And then when you drink that water, now remember, you are 70% water. So when you drink that water, you are actually speeding up the process of restoring your DNA cells. Okay, well, I hope that was helpful. And thank you for everyone who, came in my inbox with questions and stuff like that. If you do want one of these bottles the way I did it, I probably will be selling them on my website soon. Of course, I want to perfect it a little bit more and make it look more professional if I'm going to sell these. But you don't need to do everything I did. All you have to do is just write notes on it, stick it on your water, and place it in the sunlight, okay? And you don't even need to do the crystals or anything. You just take some copper pennies and put it underneath the